Here's Precalculus Concept Video Lesson 5A, Counting Principles. We're going to learn how to use the fundamental counting principle, and there's 4 boxes. So here we go. Before we begin, I want you to take a look at this prefix menu that I found online. And for 25 bucks, you can choose an appetizer, an entree, and a dessert. So I want you to look at it as best you can and write down what you would pick. Okay, here's what I would pick. For my appetizer, I would get the roasted cauliflower, and then for the chicken pita, I would use that for my entree, and then for my dessert, I would get the salon. So the question I have for you is twofold. One, did you pick the same exact meal as me? Maybe, maybe not. And then 2, how many different meals can you make from this menu? That's what we're going to learn how to do today. We're going to learn how to count. So here is box number 1. It is entitled The Fundamental Counting Principle. And here's the book's definition. It says, the number of ways in which a series of successive things can occur is found simply by multiplying the number of ways each thing can occur. I know that says a lot in words, but in practice it's very, very simple. So as an example, right? In the last menu that we looked at, there were like a grand total of 5 different appetizers, and there were probably 7 different entrees, and there were 3 different desserts. So the grand total number of meals that we could make is found simply by multiplying all of those together. 5 times 7 times 3. That is a series of successive events, and that's what the fundamental counting principle says. Okay, box number 2 is called the wardrobe example. Let's say you are picking an outfit, and you're going to pick some jeans, and then a shirt, and then some shoes. All right, so how many different outfits can you make? Well, I could pick the straight jeans with the yellow top and perhaps maybe the gray boots. That's one outfit that I could make, right? Or I could pick maybe the flare jeans with the pink top and the brown boots. There's another wardrobe I can make. But if I want the total number of wardrobes that I could actually create from this, I'm going to use the fundamental counting principle. So I'm going to take each successive event and multiply the number of ways we can do that. So we're going to first pick the jeans, okay? So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 6 different pairs of jeans we could pick. Then I'm going to go ahead and pick the shirts, okay? And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 of those. And then I'm going to go ahead and pick the boots, okay? So it looks like I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different pairs of boots. So the total number of wardrobes is just the product of these two things. So 6 times 5 times 5. So if I multiply all these together, I get a grand total of 150 different wardrobes I can create from 6 pairs of jeans, 5 shirts, and 5 pairs of boots. Okay, box number 3 is called the telephone numbers example. So I'm wondering how many different telephone numbers can be created using this format, using the area code and then the digits, okay? In this specific order. The only stipulation is that this very first digit is not allowed to be a 0 or a 1. So you got to ask yourself, how many digits are there? Well, I could use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, or the digit 0, okay? So there are 10 total digits that I can plug in for here. And I have to pick a digit for the first number here, but it cannot be a 0 or a 1. So if it can't be a 0 and it can't be a 1, that means I have 8 different choices of digits that I can choose for that particular spot. This particular spot, my next spot, I could choose any of these 10, right? I could choose a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, or a 0. And then that's the case for each of the following here, right? Each of these digits, I have 10 choices. So the fundamental counting principle says the total number of phone numbers that can be created is simply the product of all these. So this is just 8 times 10 raised to the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this is all the way to the 9th power. So plugging that into a calculator, I just did it real quick. That's 8 billion different numbers that can be created. That's a whole lot of numbers. Okay, box number 4 is a U-try. This is the license plate example. So the California license plate has a digit followed by 3 letters followed by 4 more digits. So how many different license plates can be made? Okay, here's how you do it. The first digit can be any one of the 10 digits that we described before. It can be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, or 0. So there's 10 choices for that one. For letters of the alphabet, hopefully you guys know there's 26 letters of the alphabet. So this, I have 26 choices for this first slot. I can pick A through Z. For the second slot, I can pick 26 choices, and then another 26 choices. And then, of course, my digits are 10, 10, and then 10. So the grand total would be 10 to the 4th power times 26 to the 3rd power. If you plug that in the calculator, you get 175760000. So putting my commas in the right places, looks like I have 175,760,000 different California license plates that can be made.